Well, good day everybody. I'm going to do a video on vegetable and noodles today for tea. So it's just been a mixture of vegetables. I'm not going to use the wok or stir fry it or anything. I'm just going to use my one pot, and it's very important that the food goes in on how long it takes to cook each individual piece of food. There's quite a lot of vegetables involved. The noodles are these Hokkien noodles. They're 2 in a packet. And that's the noodle. We use 1 packet each, so we use 1.5 packets. So we use 3 of those, and there's 2 of those in one packet. So I have to buy 2 packets. We have 1 left over. Okay, so that's the noodles, and we just heat them up in hot water to soften them. And then we shove them in the food for the last couple of minutes. That's all. That's all it takes. We haven't had noodles for a long time, so we'll see how we go with that. Okay, now I'll just run you through some of the things that we're going to be using today. You've seen the noodles, so we've got them, 3 packets, 1, 2. Oh well, we'll put that one. There's 2 in that packet. That's a full packet, and we'll put that one back in the parlour or wherever it is, the cupboard. So that's the noodles. Right, we got snow peas. We got some cabbage. We got a couple of carrots. We've got to chop them into chunks. We got broccoli, and we got cauliflower. We got capsicums or red green peppers, whatever you want to call them. But I'll only be using half of each. I won't be using the whole lot of them. I'm going to use a whole lot of this bok choy because it don't keep. So I'll chop all that up, because these leaves here, the leaves, they just shrivel up, go to nothing really. They wilt big time. And I've got a couple of sticks of celery I want to get rid of. And the rest of these spring onions that I want to get rid of. The only thing I forgot to get was some garlic chives, but I had some in, but I had to throw them out. I only used half of them and they went off, so I was going to get some more today, and I forgot. So anyway, I'm going to chop a few of these up and I'll bring you back when I've done it. Alright, it's time consuming chopping stuff, so I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay folks, welcome back, and welcome to anybody else who's new to the channel. You're most welcome. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm making just chicken vegetable noodles. I don't know what sauce I'm going to do yet, so I'm going to have to have a think about that. There'll be a bit of soy sauce and a bit of Chinese stuff in there, I suppose, but I'm not quite sure yet. So we'll have a think about that one. But what I'll do, I'll talk you through what I've got. First of all, I've got a plate of chicken, or a board of chicken pieces. That's the chicken. That's the bok choy. I've left the leaves whole because they'll shrivel up, and what I've done, the stalks I've chopped. So I've chopped like that. So it's otherwise they'll take longer to cook. So I've done the spring onions, I've chopped them into bits. Done the same with my snow peas. I've done like matchsticks with them. There's a name for it, but I don't know what you call them. And I've done the same with the red and green peppers. I've done just slice them into like matchsticks. Broccoli and cauliflower, just florets. But what I have done, I don't know whether you guys have ever done it before, but you probably have. I'm not talking down to you, but I think this is the best part of the cauliflower. It's the stalk, and I chop it into bits like that. And once that's cooked through, it still has a bit of bite to it, and it's got a beautiful flavour. I think that's better than the broccoli itself. I've never tried it with the cauliflower because it's never looked very appetising. Now, I've done the same julienne, yeah, these carrots, I call them matchsticks. And I've done the same with the celery, julienned it. They're all bits like that. It does take, and the cabbage I've just shredded into long pieces. And the onions, they'll break up when we start cooking them into pieces like that. And that's about it. I'll bring you back now when I decide to start cooking. I've got to move the camera around and my lights. So if you like the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I've got 112 now subscriptions. It's going slowly, but it's going up. There's nearly 37,000 people actually visited my my channel, but there's not many like to subscribe. But leave a like for me, and any comments. If you do the noodles and chicken noodles and veggies, let me know how you do it and what ingredients you use. Maybe I can try it too, because I'm making this up as I go. I'm not following a recipe. So like I say, I've got to have a think about what sort of sauce to put with it, or as the Chinese say, the gravy. But these noodles, all as you do is put them in boiling water in a bowl, and they're very quick to do. You only leave them in the bowl for a couple of minutes, then you put them in on top of the mix them in with your veggies and your chicken. And once the hard bit's done now, the quick bit is actually the cooking. But I'm not using my wok today. Well, I'm getting a new wok, so I'm waiting for it coming. And they said it's coming on Monday, and it's a Japanese wok. I've got 5 woks. This will make 6, but I haven't got one like this one that's coming, and it's a 14-inch wok. So I'm looking forward to getting that, and I'll do a first cook with it and make a video of that. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but first of all, I'm going to have to season the wok. So that takes an hour, at least an hour. So I'll keep you informed with that. All right, well, I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to do the next stage. So I'll see you in a bit. Yeah. Okay, thanks, mate. Well, welcome back. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm going to saute everything and mix it together. In the meantime, I'll get the water done, ready for my noodles. And see how we go. Move that over here. My kitchen's too small. I've got that. I've got this on. It's just heating up now, and I'm just going to get a bowl. Now, what size bowl? I'll go with that one. And I'll not put them on yet. I'll get this on the go first. Right, I'm going to saute the meat first, and I'm just going to get the what I've used here is peanut oil. So a bit of peanut oil in there, and wait till that just comes up to temperature, and then we'll better put my light on. Forgot, so you can see better. Right, we'll just test that with a little bit of meat. Oh, absolutely. In it goes. Gonna get the coolant. Best little pot out this. It's an air fryer. It's a pressure cooker. Sautés. It does just everything. It bakes. You name it. We'll just give them a few minutes now. And I'm going to bring you back. Right, I'm going to add the carrots. They take a bit longer to do than most of the other stuff. The leafy veggies and stuff, they don't take long at all. In fact, the cooking of this is very, very quick. Give them a minute, and I'll put the celery in as well, because that can take a long time. It's going to be a pot full. Give them a bit of a massage. Just a tad more oil in, not much, don't use much oil. Now, what next? I'll put the broccoli and the bok choy stems in next, I think. So, I'll bring you back then. Okay, I'm going to put the cauliflower and broccoli in now. I think I've overdone it, but what I do, if I'm cooking and I'm using everything, I cook enough so we can have some for lunches. Even sometimes we can use it for an extra meal, you know. And I put these stalks in. leaves, they need to soften up. The leaves will wilt, they'll go in at the last minute along with some of the other stuff. Don't muck about. Cooking, I'm cooking. Cooking. That's a bit big, I'm going to cut that in a bit. Even my mouth's not big enough for that one. Oh, we've got to have a laugh. We've got to laugh. If you didn't laugh, you'd cry, eh? Right, now then, as my father-in-law would say, now then. He was a northerner, Northern England, but a lovely guy. I loved him to death, he was great. Couldn't have wished for a better father-in-law or a mother-in-law. They were fantastic. Alright, anyway, that's enough of that. Right, now I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, I think that's on. I'm going to add the red and green peppers.
You have a new email.
Yeah, there it goes again. The old phone never fails. Right, that's the green peppers in. Well, it's looking alright already. I should have used a wok. It would have been cooked by now. Then I'm going to put the snow peas in now. Oops, nearly lost one. It's getting full. Oh, we can get the noodles in. I got the onions, cabbage and the bok choy leaves to go in. The leaves are nothing, they'll shrivel up to almost nothing. Just going to do that much ginger. About a teaspoon. This is a dessert spoon, so that'll be about. Oh. And a couple of teaspoons of garlic, maybe 3. And that should do us with that. Keep stirring it, stirring. Right, now I'm going to put the cabbage in, shredded cabbage, which is very good for you. I quite like cabbage. Right, that's mixed up well. Gonna put the spring onions in now. I know a lot leave them to the last, but I'm putting them in now. I'm not one for garnishes. Yeah. If it's cooked properly and you like it, you like it. I mean, I know it's got to look nice and all that, but I have to laugh at some of these chefs. And they played up with tweezers. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered. Right, now I like to leave the onions almost to the last because I like a bit of crunch with the onion. But what I should have done, in fact I could still do it, I should cook them first and then add them at the end, and I think that's what I'm going to do, because there's too much in the pot. Now I've got 2 stock cubes in this little bowl, so chicken stock cubes. Steam everything a little bit. Now while that's doing, I'm going to do the onions and I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay folks, this is it. Going to add the onions. Just fry them in the pan a little bit on my little cooker. Now they should stay nice and crispy. Turn them in, and I'm going to put the bok choy leaves in. Just tear them up a little bit. You don't have to be fussy about it. I'm not. I don't use tweezers to plate up. I use this damn big spoon, and if you don't like it, well, don't eat it. That's how I was brought up. I didn't eat what was in front of me, but they knew these things I didn't like. I don't like mayonnaise, and I'm not a big lover of tomato sauce, although I can eat it. Right, now here we go. Now we're getting serious. Little bit, splash of Shaoxing wine. Splash of light soy sauce. Splash of dark soy sauce. Wow, that was hard to get off. And a good splash of oyster sauce. Right. I've got some sesame oil here, but we'll put that in at the end. Now this is almost done, so I'll give that a big stir. Ooh, one of the main ingredients I forgot. Little bit of salt, because this soy sauce is salty, but we need plenty of pepper. Not too much pepper, because my son doesn't really like it. He likes it, but he doesn't like it the way I do. Right. Give these a stir. Get rid of these. And I'm going to turn this down a bit now to number 3. Oh, number 2. Here we go, here we go. And then I've got to thicken it up with some cornstarch. That's the end of the noodles. Now we'll give that a stir and then I'll thicken it. But all we need now is to warm them through with everything else.
In the beginning,
That is one of the best things I've seen in bread ever. No.
there were 12. Now, there are 3. How long have you got?
Right, bit of cornstarch. About 3 teaspoons. And a drop of water. Make sure it's not hot water, otherwise it'll go gluggy. You don't need a lot of water, just till you get a nice slurry.
From the very beginning of this year's makeup,
Right, like that. Glenn! And folks, I'd say that's just about done. I suppose I should do the chefy thing, taste it for seasoning. Oh dear, good job I sneezed away. Test it for seasoning. Oh, that's right. That'll do me. Okay, I'm going to dish out now and I'll bring you back and we might have a taste test, okay? Yeah. Okay folks, here we go. Going to do a bit of a taste test. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, a bit of cabbage. All over. No, well, my screen went off. Oh, it must be the battery. Oh well, they've been on too long. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to get this screen test done. This taste test done. Anyway, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. I might have to just bend down a bit. It won't be a long one, I'll tell you. Just get that up a bit. That's it. Everything, all the batteries are running out. Well, I haven't had them on that long. So, here we go. There you are. There's. Oh, that's lovely. In China they say it's etiquette to slurp, so excuse the slurping. Bit of cauliflower. There we go. It's hot. Oh. That is absolutely. There's enough there for a lunch for us during the week. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider it. It'd do me a great favour. Helps me keep going. It's nothing to do with getting monetised with YouTube. That's never going to happen. But it helps me to see that you like my videos, you know. If you don't like my videos, there's nothing I can do about that. I try my best. Anyway, I'll sign off now, and in my usual tradition, my English way, my Mancunian way is, I'll say, ta-ra.